Hello. Hello again. This is going to be our review for lesson 3. Here's what it looks like. This is lesson 3 right here. You should have done this. This is actually due on Friday the 3rd. So that's what should be done today. Okay. So for number 1 and number 2, all you're doing is finding the slope. They give you the points, but they also give you the graph. So when you're given the graph, all you have to do is count. So from this point to this point, okay, I just need to count from here to here. So I rise up, 1, 2, 3, and I run over, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for number 1, I don't know if I can get that any closer or not. I think that's about as close as I can get right now. Ooh, now I can get closer. Don't you love how I make all these funky sounds on my videos? Ooh. Ooh, now you could really see it. My paper. Okay. Yeah, my whole tripod's about to fall over. It's leaning forward so much. All right, let's try that. I think the chair is going to hold it up. All right, so for number 1, we did rise over run. Okay, rise over run is going to give us 3 over 4. We can't simplify that, so 3 over 4, or 3/4 is our answer. So the slope for number 1 is 3/4. Number 2, I'll do it over here. So for number 2, you can see this is a negative slope, which means my answer is going to be a negative number. Okay, we went down 1, 2, 3, 4, and we went over 1, 2, 3, 4. We always go from the point that's on the left side over to the point that's on the right side. It doesn't matter which one's higher or which one's lower. We always go from the point on the left over to the point on the right. So we went down 1, 2, 3, 4, and we went over 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's negative 4 over 4. Well, we can simplify that to be negative 1. So that one has a slope of negative 1. The rest of this is explaining to you once again how to do the slope formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. How do you know y2, y1, x2, x1? You take your points and you label them. The first x is x1. The second x is x2. The first y is y1. The second y is y2, and so forth. So then you just plug the numbers in. Once you've done that, you do the subtraction, and then you simplify, and you end up with your answer. So we're going to go ahead over to the second page of this, and we're going to do number 3. We're going to use the slope formula to find the slope of a line that would contain both of these points. So if we looked at this line on the graph, both of these points, 0, 6 and 1, 4, would both be in the line. So we're going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is going to be my x1. This is going to be my y1. This is going to be my x2. And this is going to be my y2. So I just plug them in. y2 is 4. Minus y1 is 6. That's going to go over x2, which is 1, and x1, which is 0. So far, so good? Okay, so now we have 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2, and 1 minus 0 is 1. Can we simplify this? Yep. It's just going to be negative 2, and that's my slope. Let's try another one. Number 4. The points they give us for 4 are 1, 1, and 2, 4. Find the slope of a line that contains these 2 points. So we have to label these x1, y1, and x2, y2. We have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's going to equal, all right, y2 is 4, y1 is 1, x2 is 2, and x1 is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. Can we simplify that? Yep. And we get a slope of 3. So if we looked at these two slopes, this one is a negative slope, which means the line would be going down. This is a positive slope, which means if we graphed it, the line would be going up. Okay? Positive slope, negative slope. All right, number 5. We got 3, 5, and we have 8, 5. All right, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. We got x2 or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You need to memorize that. Note that I've written it down every single time. You should write it down every single time. It will help you memorize it. y2 is 5. y1 is 5. x2 is 8. x1 is 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. 8 minus 3 is 5. How do we simplify a fraction with 0 on the top? Remember, all fractions are division problems. 0 divided by 5 is 0. If I have 0 pieces of candy, I give them to 5 of you. How many do each of you get? You each get 0. So the answer is 0. A 0 slope. What does a 0 slope look like? If we graphed it, it would just look like a horizontal line. 0 slope. You're going 0 miles an hour on that hill. All right, number 6. Okay, this time you are given a table, but it doesn't matter. You can still look at this and go, wow, there's 2 points. There's 2 points. You only need 2 of these. They give you 4. It doesn't matter which 2 you use. I'm going to use the first 2, but you can use any 2 you want. So the first one that they give me is 1, 3. I'm going to write it as an ordered pair instead of how it was in the table. And then the second one they give me is 2, 6. This is my x1, my y1, my x2, and my y2. Okay? So I have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I substitute the numbers in for the variables. I have 6 minus 3 over 2 minus 1. 6 minus 3 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 over 1 simplifies to 3. My slope for number 6 is 3. Same as 4. Does it mean they're the same line? No, it just means they have the same slope. It means they're slanted the same amount. And actually that is going to mean something later on, but I'll tell you later. All right, number 7. I'm going to, again, use the first 2 points. So I'm going to use 8, 4 and 6, 8. Okay, here's x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. When I substitute the numbers in, I'll have 8 minus 4, 8 minus 4 over 6 minus 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. 6 minus 8 is a negative 2. 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. And that's my slope. Number 8. Number 8 goes back to lessons that we've had before, asking for the domain in number 6. The domain in number 6, remember, domain is all of your x coordinates. But make sure when you write it that you use these squiggly brackets then you put each of the numbers with a comma in between, squiggly bracket to the end. That's the domain of number 6. Number 9 asks for the range of number 7. So we're looking at number 7, and we're going to do all of the y values for number 7. So again, squiggly bracket, then we go 4, 8, 12, 16, and the bracket. Okay. Once again, explains to you how you are going to use the slope formula. I'm not going to go over that because we have gone over it, but you can look at it. It's kind of color-coded a little bit for you to help you understand. And we're going to go ahead and do number 10. So on number 10, we have -5, 4, and 4, -3. This is going to be x1, y1, x2, y2, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 equals, okay, y2 is -3, minus y1 is 4, x2 is 4, minus x1 is -5. Careful! If any of the ones are negative, you're going to get minus a minus. This minus sign is this minus sign. This negative sign is from here. You know that when you have minus minus, it becomes plus positive. So we have -3 minus 4 is -7, and 4 plus 5 is 9. Can't simplify that, so my answer is just -7/9. Okay? I'm going to go back and circle these. I'll tell you why in just a minute. If you circle all of your answers on the paper that you're working on, you're going to like the next step of what you need to do. So that should make it easier. Okay, number 11. We got 4, 3, and 4, 6. Pay special attention to this one because it's a little different than the other ones, and I'll show you why in a minute. And way to go, Bree Douglas, who figured it out. I am so proud of you. That was so awesome, that email I got from you. So we got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is 6 minus y1 is 3 over x2 is 4 minus x1 is 4. 6 minus 3 is 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoosh, whoosh. Ooh, I'm showing the wrong thing. There it is. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Don't be a bear killer. Do not put that bear on top of a board, on top of a ball where it's going to fall down and crash and burn. Don't be a bear killer. So, because I don't want you to be a bear killer, you can't do this, which means the answer is undefined. What's an undefined slope look like? Straight up and down. Undefined, no life, crash and burn. Don't make the bear crash and burn. Be nice to the bear. All right, 3 more real quick here. Oh, this is undefined. Let me circle that. Okay, real quick here we have number 12. What kind of slope is this? It's going down. That makes it negative. Number 13. What kind of slope is this? Going up and down. We just talked about it right here. It's undefined. That's the number that goes with it, as if undefined is actually a number. But what this type of slope is called is, if you go on that hill, you're going to have no life. It is no slope. No slope. Number 14. It is going up, which means it is positive. We want our bank accounts to look like that, not like that. And I'm going to give you an extra one. This isn't on the paper, but if you have a slope that looks like this, how fast are you going on this? You're going 0 miles an hour. This would be called zero slope. Okay? All right, so what do you need to do next? Well, the next thing that you need to do is you need to get these answers into a Google Doc. You're not able, I know you're not able to type on this. I don't want you to type on this anymore. It got too messy. The graphs were moving around. The tables were moving around. So if you just do it this way, once you have it on the paper, open a Google Doc, put number 1, 3/4. If you don't know how to do a fraction, that's okay. You can just type 3/4. Okay, 3/4 will work. That's how we can do a fraction on typing. All right, so you just type in 3/4 for number 2, -1 for number 3, and so on and so forth. So all the ones that you circled, if you circled your answers, all you have to do is type in the number and then type in the circled answer. Type in the number and the circled answer. Even though you have all the work on here. Okay, so what I will be getting is a Google Doc that just has a list of these answers. All right, that's it for lesson 3. I hope you understand. If not, send me emails. Oh, take my glasses off. Okay, here's my great big eyeball. Send me emails if you don't understand. Hey, anybody want to play along with the fun facts? I know maybe you don't, but it might be something fun to do. Plus the fact that it is totally sunny out. Go play. All right, bye. Happy day.